President Museveni has said the people of Amdat in Karamoja have every reason to vote NRM in the forthcoming 2026 general election. Museveni, who was campaigning at Kalas Girls Primary School grounds in Amudat, Museveni said when the NRM government came to power, it ignored naysayers to grant a county to universal primary education in Amudat district, despite having a small population.
I heard the young chairman telling you how I was fighting with your people. And some people were saying, no, Karamoja is different. You can't remove guns in Karamoja unless you remove them from the Pokot of Kenya, unless you remove them from the Turkana, unless you remove the guns from the Topoth of Sudan, unless you remove them from the Rendir of Ethiopia, unless you remove them from the Somalis. I said, I'm not here to disarm Africa. I am here to disarm my people.
Museveni told the gathering in Amudat that when he sees that the population in the district has now grown to over 203,000 people, he knows miracles happen. He said allowing Amudat to get its own district despite having a small population is something not many, apart from NRM, could accept to happen.
Then when it came to the issue of districts, the population was still small. But I said, no, these people are Pokot. Their language is different from Akar Majong. Let them have their small district and talk their Pokot there.
The First Lady, Janet Museveni, hailed Amudat for always voting President Museveni and NRM candidates overwhelmingly, asking them not to relent.
I trust that even this time, you will make sure that Amudat will vote 100% for the president and 100% for the whole lineup of leaders of NRM.
A special memorial prayer service honoring the late former Kenyan Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga was held at All Saints Cathedral in Kampala, Uganda on Tuesday, October 28, 2025. The event drew senior leaders from both nations, including Uganda's Prime Minister Robinah Nabbanja, who officially represented the Ugandan government.
Politics should not make us forget that we are all children of God who will give accountability at the end of all.
We as the Pan-African Movement Uganda chapter will always remember in October, and we shall have Raila Day every October, which will have a special speech for him.
His personality, he was like a moving celebration. All around him there was electricity wherever he went. Those of you who were near Raila Odinga, there was some current flowing and it was fun to be around.
Key Kenyan figures in attendance included Mr. Odinga's daughter, Rosemary Odinga, and Kisumu Governor, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, a long-time political ally of the former Prime Minister. The presence of Prime Minister Robinah Nabbanja at the service underscored the deep political and personal ties Mr. Odinga held with Uganda. This relationship was highlighted in February 2024 when President William Ruto and Mr. Odinga jointly visited President Museveni in Uganda as part of a regional campaign to secure support for Odinga's bid for the African Union Commission chairmanship.
I know he would be very proud that you have made this effort today to remember all the work that he has done for Africa.
He taught us that true leadership is not measured by the power one holds, but by the burdens one bears.
Honorable Odinga has robbed Kenya and the African continent of a mission-oriented leader.
The memorial service, which began at 9 a.m., was led by the Archbishop of Church of Uganda, the Most Reverend Dr. Stephen Samuel Kazimba Mugalu. Other prominent Ugandan figures present included Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda, the former Prime Minister, and Captain Mike Mukula, the National Chairman of the Pan-African Movement Uganda chapter, who was central to the event's organization. The Catholic Diocese of Jinja laid to rest its late shepherd, Right Reverend Charles Martin Wamika, today, Tuesday, 28 October 2025, at St. John's Cathedral, Raga in Jinja. The Requiem Mass was being led by the Archbishop Emmanuel Obo of the Tororo Archdiocese and was attended by hundreds of mourners, including clergy, government officials, and Christians from across Uganda.
Christ was the center of Bishop Wamika's teaching. Many times he was serious about a certain motto, and the saying goes, with faith there's no joke.
His body was later brought to Jinja Diocese where night prayers were held ahead of today's final farewell. Bishop Wamika, who served as Bishop of Jinja since 2010, is remembered for his commitment to education, health and spiritual growth within the diocese. He championed parish-based development projects and often preached about unity, integrity and service to others. Born on August 12, 1953, he was ordained a priest on September 22, 1979 and served in various pastoral roles before being anointed Auxiliary Bishop of Toro in 1993. He was installed as Bishop of Jinja in March 2010 and led the diocese faithfully until his death. The late bishop was laid to rest inside St. Joseph's Cathedral, Waka, joining his predecessors in the diocese's sacred burial grounds.
The 2026 elections are heating up. Get front row access to every twist, turn and triumph at newvision.co.ug/elections portal.